Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome back to the Fumble, folks, with our first long-form campaign in our play-tested setting, Osasris, the continent upon Arglania, embroiled in deep within the Empire of the South, the Cologneonmybutthole Empire, ruled by a harsh dictator. A small rebel group fights their way through the Kingdom of Fenrion, or more the province of Fenrion, now that it has been invaded. They have made their way from the capital city, Benalicia, out to Harling's Rest and have met a rebel sect there, having suffered some losses from their own. They have made cautious allies, and on having heard the plan, have decided they don't like that plan, not very much, and having put themselves in a position of leadership for the time being, left the situation quite tense, broken down quite quickly by an old man and the elf that looks after him. The party now gather around a impromptu fighting pit as Dusk, the he-they moon elf, who appears to be a carer of some kind for Dawn, a human wizard, has stepped into the arena with our very own Halite. But let them tell you who they are themselves, as crowded around this pit, watching down into the sand, everybody is paying attention to Halite. So, Doran, please tell us about Halite.
Hello, I am Doran. I'm playing Halite, currently the 11-foot tall behemoth of a man known as a Goliath. He is a barbarian. He is a fighter. He's a rune knight barbarian. No, he's a rune knight fighter and a zealot barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna get his butt kicked because he's not used to fighting in 101s. But we're gonna do it and we're gonna have fun with it.
Okay. Also, watching from the side, I believe at this point, we have our human rogue, Taxes, played by Sarah.
Hi, I'm playing Taxes, the only human of the group. And I'd like to imagine I'm probably standing on the sideline just waiting for things to fuck up as usual.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Won't take long. It's fine.
Won't take long, it's fine. I'm probably calculating every reason it's going to go wrong and then still somehow be wrong for that calculation.
Fine. Probably. It's just sparring.
Yeah.
Also, I believe on the sidelines watching in, we have a small half gnome, half dwarf with shock red hair, who at this point in the night, considering it's probably about 5 a.m. and you guys have been traveling since dawn, is very tired, along with the rest of you, but you feel the tiredness of this individual.
I'm not tired. I'm sober.
Ben, introduce us to Zeke.
Hi, I'm Ben. I'm playing Zeke Boomdiggles, the Way of the Drunken Master Monk, actual drunk, not just swaying kind, as well
Actual
as
master.
a newly found warlock of the Fathomless. Currently staring at this going, when I said spar, I meant, frame, not actually scrap, but sure, you know what? Crack on.
Nice. Also crowded around this pit are half Elf, one of our homebrew custom races in this world, born in the season of spring, but also half halfling is Dewey. Quarterling, if you will.
Yeah, I am Phil. I'm playing Dewey, Dunstan Dewey Fairfoot. He's the party's ranger. He is a swarm keeper because I've been calling it Swarm Lord for the last few months, which makes it sound a lot more edgelord than it is, because it's not. Because rather than bugs and things that go dark in the night and at night, he's like cute little fluffy birds. That's his swarm. But they'll peck your eyes out though, so
they will.
That helps.
Less crows, more Snow White.
Yeah, Snow White and Shrek 2 were just the army. Shrek 2 or just the army of birds just descend upon the castle. Yes. Exactly. Right. last but not least, approaching, having acquired an orb and a component pouch from the stores of the Harling's Rest quartermaster, in inverted quotes, we see a sun elf bard wizard, recent wizard, walking towards the pit where her romantic entanglement is currently engaged in the sparring.
Yes, hello. I'm Bree. I'm playing Dyanna. Yeah, Sun Elf. She's which is one of our homebrew elves born in the summer. Yeah. So she's currently sort of walking and going. Oh no, what is he doing now? Um, he's probably gonna get hurt. And I got my new nice little. I kind of said orb last time. I want it to be a crystal for reasons I will talk to you later about. And then my little crystal and be like, I wonder what this actually does. Yeah.
Cool. Just so people aware, Sarah has to rush off quickly because of a personal issue, but currently we are focusing in the center of this sand pit. Again, we are in a warehouse beneath Harling's Rest, not built for this purpose, but retrofitted to serve the effort of a rebellion. You can see that there are training dummies that are in various states of disrepair around the side. Clearly, this is where people have been training to get some simulation of fighting. You're not the first people to spar in here. People have been training. And you have just both approached each other. I'm going to say it works out as equal. He has used a bonus action to summon his sword. You see a long, elegant blade crackling with lightning. The lightning begins to fade as he approaches you. It's almost the summoning part of it that the crackling lightning was. Very He-Man.
Cool.
As you have used a bonus action to double your size, or as much as you can in the cramped conditions around you.
I bumped my head. Oh.
We have the current roll 20 that I'm going to move you guys over to. But the most important thing right now is we're both going to roll for initiative, which is
Let me just click
Dun,
the
dun,
thingy.
dun, 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 dun,
for
dun.
first one. I'm going to be rolling a. So I have an add-on that helps me can take from D&D Beyond onto roll 20. I'm going to be rolling twice in situations I have advantage. Obviously, I'll take the higher, disadvantage the lower, and in nothing of the sort, I'll be taking the first one. It just makes life easier to have both going all the time.
Oh no, we've lost.
For
Dawn.
example, this situation, we're back.
Why?
Maybe. Nope, I don't.
Why?
For a change, it wasn't summoned DM, it was summoned Doran.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
it feels weird to be on this side.
Yeah.
I've
That's
never,
what it
I've
feels
never-
like.
I've never
For
done
the
that before.
uninitiated, my Discord just decides to drop me about 3 times a session, usually when I'm talking in the most tense moment.
Yeah.
Luckily, it
Sam-
didn't happen last time in that tense moment, because it would have
Sam, I
looked
know-
like I was rage quitting the whole situation.
Sam, I know what you've been through. I've seen the abyss. I've been there. It's terrifying.
Yes. Garrick is a token I forgot to put on this map because I'm a fool. This bard here, this is Vexation in the bottom right here. We have Dawn, the human wizard, and in the pit we have Dusk, who rolled a 6 on their initiative, but looking, you rolled a 4, so they just about have the advantage here. And this is where Sam gets to show off a cool feature of Moon Elves in our setting. As they draw their weapon, like go into a low pose, as you saw on our Twitter, and just look up to you and say, "Lights out," and you just see darkness surround you.
Oh.
And anybody looking into the pit, unfortunately, they can hear everything going on, but are like listening into the darkness as Dawn says, "You can't rely on that every time." As Dusk uses their action to use a racial ability to cast a darkness spell, but as a moon elf can see in their own darkness. They are counted as heavily obscured to anybody else within the darkness, which means disadvantage on all attacks against them, I believe, and they have advantage on attacks against you. It is as though they are invisible in this space. They are not going to use a bonus action. They are going to use movement, and to simulate the fact that you do not know exactly where they are in this space, we're going to just take them off of the map quickly, as it's your turn.
Amazing.
What happened? I can't see.
You can do it, babe.
Circles.
What do you say?
It's blindness, not deafness, dumbass.
What are the rules? Are we allowed to leave the pit?
I don't think so.
Oh, all right. I just
Just spin in a circle until you hit something that feels fleshy.
That's the plan. I'm gonna move 5 foot forward.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel anything?
Nope.
To move another 5 foot.
How far are you planning to do this?
All the time until I feel something, I run out of 30 feet.
Okay, let's say if you're going to do that, mechanics. You would get to the other door here and not have collided with anything yet.
Okay. So I am going to use a bonus action to rage.
Yeah.
So I don't. This darkness is pure obscuring, but you might see some lightning shoot out of it or something like that. Some black and red lightning, and you hear a roar from Halite.
At the moment, basically, to us, there's this arena pit, and there's just a thundercloud in there.
A thundercloud, lightning, and just a raging, roaring barbarian who has fully given over to their rage, and just Dawn on the side. I think technically it's within the darkness, but you will hear, "Oh fuck!" Okay. As that is your bonus action.
So the darkness is completely covering the entire area.
Like beyond. It's a 60-foot. Let me check this to be sure.
Yeah,
15-foot radius sphere. But they would center it in the middle. So, yeah, everywhere in the pit except maybe the very, very corners. This needs to be on Euclidean.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Euclidean, there we are. If they're choosing the center, pretty much the whole area in the middle, but everywhere else is in darkness.
Okay. Well, I'll try and use an action to grab anything in the center of the arena. I'll just sweep my hands out and try and grab anything if I can feel it.
From where you're standing, not at the moment, no.
Okay, was that my action?
How many? I
only have 1 action.
Yeah, if you made an action to try and make an attack against something around you, that failed on this turn.
That's me
on
done.
This turn.
That's me done then.
Cool. On your turn, you hear a as sand is kicked up by a fast-moving individual who comes around you. You move around just in time to hear where they're coming to attempt to block the attack, but they are heavily obscured, so they will attack you with advantage. As a fighter, they are going to try and make 2 attacks with their short sword that they have drawn. So the first attack against you is going to be, again, at advantage. So the first one is... Where's that come up there?
18.
Come on. 18 to hit you.
I just kind of clumsily grab it. No, nice try.
Okay, what's your AC?
19.
19, fuck. You hear like an audible, oh.
Listen, I spent a lot of time and set the band. I got a keen ear. You gotta watch out for it.
That one, however, on a natural 20, as we go, okay, I've got to be faster. And you feel the blade slip out of your hands, and before you know it, you feel a cut against the back of your calf.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That is going to be a total of D6 plus 6. I'm going to roll the extra D6 just on the roll 20. Ooh,
Let's use my reaction.
What would you like to use your reaction to do?
Stone's endurance.
Hell,
Because my other reaction I
yes.
can't do because I can't see.
So with this critical hit, a total 15 points of piercing damage as this short sword jams into the calf that is close to where you deflected them, and you know that this individual is standing roughly here now.
So you said 15?
15 total, yeah, on that
So
crit.
she hits my skin and just scratches up against it, does 0 damage.
Yeah, they slide a lot, they go to pierce your calf, they still draw
Flex.
blood, but you just feel the blow coming in that split second, and you react to just have your skin turn to stone as they slide along it. Again, still drawing blood. This guy really did a number. And if you hadn't done that, then they would have drawn more. They stay in those close quarters. You cannot see them, but you know they are there because that is where they attack from, as it is your turn.
Okie dokie. I will use my bonus action to activate my Frost Rune. So now you see an icy mist form from outside the dark dome.
What the hell is happening in there?
Oh, I'm just activating the Frost one.
How many moves have you got?
A lot. And I try and grab her since she spoke just then.
Again,
Him,
yep,
though.
them, or he, or them. But yes, make a athletics check versus they're going to make an acrobatics check because they are quicker than they are strong by a long way.
That's a 22.
Yeah, that's
23?
weird. That
Wait,
is
no,
a
plus 2, 24.
They do not have advantage on this. That is a 14. So yeah, you use your action, you use your attack to make a grapple, and you grapple them they cannot get away as you have them in your grasp. That is your action and bonus action.
So I walked along here, correct?
Yes, in that time.
So I can see this empty space here with there's no darkness.
I'm going to say right at the corner is yes.
All right, I will walk her over there and punch her into the corner. I'm not going to do any damage, but I'm forcefully kind of push her into the corner.
Yeah.
Make a little rumble.
Him.
Again, he, they.
Sorry, I keep saying she. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. Happens. It really does. But we will correct it when it happens.
Thank you
every
very
You
much.
you pick them up. You move them into this position, and they are slammed against the wall. You just about managed to get your head out of the darkness. I believe I'm going to make them make a concentration check on that.
I mean, I didn't do any damage. You don't have to.
You didn't do any damage.
But I mean, they are.
I'm going to say but they were not expecting that to happen.
Surprising thing, isn't it?
Exactly.
That's what Halite's good at.
They will succeed
Yes.
on a base
Confusing
concentration check.
divinity, I believe that was the last term.
Just about on a 10, they will succeed on a base concentration check, as their head is rattled against the side of the arena, and they say, "Oh, okay." Anything else on your turn?
Oh, I'm just gonna say I like your trick. It's not a very good spectator thing, though. You might want to work on it.
He grabs your thumb, which at this point is the size of his fist, and he says, "Oh, you've seen nothing yet." And you watch.
True. I really couldn't see anything.
As you watch, as they will cast Misty Step, and they will disappear from your hands. And as you're fumbling towards it, you hear a brief patter on the sand behind you, as they have teleported behind you into the darkness. And are going to make 2 attacks behind you. I made this character to work like a Moon Elf fighter did. I'm not going to... and also blow off steam. They are going to continue to make these short sword attacks against you. Again, an advantage because you cannot see them.
Good luck.
That is
That
the
hits.
first one. Yep, and the second one is... I need to see the order of that. 10 is not going to hit.
He's
what is on the
advantage.
second one? Oh yeah, he does have advantage. You're correct. So he does hit on both attacks.
Yep.
So the first one is d6 plus 6. That is a total of 10. You are still raging, so that's reduced to 5.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is a total of 12, reduced to 6. As slippery little bugger, as they have gotten out of your hands once again. They are going to they are going to attempt to walk further back into the darkness. You make it, yeah.
They don't get an attack opportunity. They do it.
Did you use your reaction? Oh, yeah. If you don't use a reaction,
no. If I can't see them, I can't make an attack against them.
That is true. That is true. You can't see them, so you can't make an attack of opportunity. And so you walk backwards into the darkness and are gone. I am going to, in the GM layer, keep myself honest and write where they are now. And you are having your full turn in this fight as they have gone.
She's very. They're very good.
If you say so, I honestly can't see him right now.
Hey, dude, I'm gonna peek my head out, like stretch out. Dude, can you look after this for me? I put my guitar next to him.
Sure.
It shrinks down as soon as it leaves Halite's person, and he's gonna draw his both hand axes.
Okay.
All right, see you in a second. He just goes back in.
Okay.
And he's gonna 5 foot, 10 foot, 15.
I will say, as you reach that point, you don't collide. But as you reach, I'm just going to move you back to here.
Mm-hmm.
You brush up against the figure that you know is here in this position.
Ah, there you are.
Here I am.
He's going to use his action and a bonus action to offhand attack. Offhand attack. He's got a reckless, so he gets a neutral attack.
Yes. Offhanded with the
Hand-axe.
I can't remember how that affects, like...
It means I can't use my strength bonus to do damage, right?
Cool. Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's the first one. Does a 24 hit.
Damn.
24? Let me just check. Yeah, 24 does hit.
So that is a 9 plus... Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Plus 2 to rage. From rage. Giant's might. And also my zealot barbarian features as well.
Yeah.
I'm not a damage barbarian.
I'm not.
I'm not good at
But doesn't mean I
PvP.
can't.
No,
Doesn't mean I can't physically do it. It's just I don't like to hurt people. Okay.
Babe.
That go off. Plus 6.
Yeah, I've got a Divine Fury. I got plus.
I need to like organize these somehow.
D6
I don't know where they are.
Do you get +1 to the?
Yeah, that's plus my barbarian level. So it's half my barbarian level.
Half of barbarian level rounded down. Cool. So we've
Where is
got
my giant's
9 on
might?
the slashing. We've got
There it
6
is.
from the Divine Fury.
No one.
1 from that, so a total
And then
of
plus
6,
2.
16 plus 2 is 18 points of damage in your offhanded attack.
No, this is my main hand.
Main hand, okay. 18 points of damage as you brush up against them, recklessly lash out, which they were not expecting.
It's like
and
very
you,
fast.
you feel a connection in the dark. They are going to make a concentration check straight away. They will succeed on that. They will keep the darkness up.
And then offhand. It's a natural 20.
Yeah.
But that's just a 3.
3?
But you still get other buffs.
D6.
You just don't get your strength.
Yes, you don't get your strength. So it's 3 plus the extra dice that you rolled. So it's a plus the 1d6. So it's 4 total, I believe.
Yeah, 4 total.
Cool. So 4 points of damage. Again, they're going to have to make that concentration check. Because we take the first number, that is going to succeed. As they take 2 heavy blows for even being in the same vicinity as you.
I found you.
You found me.
I guess she can see it. My lightning dies down a little bit.
They.
But yes.
Fuck me. Why am I even? Oh, okay.
Hey. Very, very guilty myself of this. It happens. We correct ourselves and we move on. They are going to do this. At the top of a round, people are watching in. They can hear all of this. They can hear the conversation. Do any conversations happen within like the space of like somebody says a quick quip to the other and somebody says a quick quip back? Because this is all happening with the space of a few seconds. Anybody have anything they would like to just...
I'm just going to shout at Dawn. This would be really entertaining if we could see anything.
Working on it.
I know! He's just boring at this point. Kick his ass!
Because Dewey can't see anything, he's
Mhm.
just trying to learn chords on guitar, and it sounds awful. Like,
Oh.
Hold
God,
on.
I've never even heard smoke on the water, and I still hate it.
it's still a guitar. It's still a guitar that's guitar size for Halite though, so it's huge on a halfling.
I don't
so-
think you can get your hand all the way around it. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, Dyanna, you see Vex like look across the darkness and hear this, and just like eyes screw a little bit, and then just shoulders go down again, and just pays attention to what's happening on in the pit. Says nothing.
I just pull out a good book and read it because I'm bored of this.
This is the worst
Yeah.
fight for Halite. He just wants to entertain people. Damn
Hey,
it!
hey, podcast listeners, we love it. It's not all about the visuals. It's not all about the visuals.
It's not all about the visuals. Yeah.
I mean, definitely not. I can't see
There are
a
no
thing.
visuals.
It's fun to
Exactly.
listen to Halite doing all this in the pit and not see it. It's very funny.
Moon Elf.
I
Why
will-
would they not? Why would they not?
Why
Yes,
would they not?
Yes, Brie.
Yeah, but I mean, in that few seconds, I will walk around to where Garrick is stood, and I'll be like, "This is interesting. I have a crystal."
Oh,
I'm
great.
just gonna do that. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, we picked it
Until
up
we
from the
can see
caravan
something.
a week back, I think.
Cool.
Yeah. You've met Armless then?
The head? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the head, yeah.
Yeah.
Weird fella.
It's pretty weird, actually.
Pretty weird. Anyway.
I've not seen a robotic head before. Huh?
Yeah. And with that, we are back into
Yeah.
the fight. As top of a round, Dusk. Ooh, he took a hit. He took a good old hit.
Do you need a breather?
Oh, you wish, old man. And he's going
What?
to... He's
I'm-
older than you. He's absolutely older
You're
than
older than
you.
me. I'm only 27.
As you feel... You just hear the light steps of sand around you. And they are going to slice again with their short sword. Are they going to do that? No, they're not, because I like to show off things. They are going... You hear them like run around and then step away, but like you just don't have a position to make that attack of opportunity. As there's like an utterance of an arcane spell, and Dawn says, "Finally!" As you
I heard something.
are going to be attacked by a strange kind of ray, and I really hope this hits. It's not his specialty. His specialty is definitely hitting people up close, but this would be really fun if it goes off. One of those was a natural one. 15. Nope.
What was that?
15 to hit, as a ray collides with the side of the arena. And you hear them say, Butchka! Do you speak Elvish?
No.
Cool. Anybody who speaks Elvish knows that Butchka is the equivalent of fuck in Elvish. Established in early Osasris law. They have moved from...
It's also a sound. Buchia.
As they you continue to hear them move. Technically, you could probably hear them move at this point as you're listening to this, and they are not trying to be stealthy anymore. They end up over here, and they try and ready themselves for what is coming, but are not particularly able to do much against crits and the like, as it is your turn.
All right, here I come.
Wait, one caveat. They are going to use second
back.
wind. They're going to use Second Wind as a fighter to regain 1d10 plus their fighter level in hit points.
Oh, you did need a breather.
I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1, but they still have some hit points back. So that's great. Your turn.
All right.
Doran.
I'm on my way. I'm here. I'm coming. I'm on my... There you are.
Back. Yep.
Hadex, go. I choose you. 12.
Well, they see the axe coming, and you don't see the axe coming towards them, but they see the axe coming, and they just duck out of the way as just a ringlet of this curled hair is left in the air above them and just cuts a small portion of their hair behind.
Was I too high? Was that too high? I think I was too high. I'm going to go lower.
Nobody say anything.
I'm going to... It's all recklesses, by the way, just so you know.
Yes, I am assuming because you're rolling them straight.
It's 27.
27.
Sorry, 25, not 27.
25. Yeah, there's nothing they can do about that.
This is his offhand, so it's minus... Actually, no. It's -1. But plus 2d6.
Yes, because of your divineness and giantness.
Damn.
So what is that? My brain can't do math.
9 minus 2 is 7, plus 2 is 9, plus 5 is 14. 14 points of damage.
Plus 1. Plus 1.
Plus 1,
Because
15.
He also gets the extra little dab because he's got...
Cool.
Yeah.
So 15 points of damage on one hit.
Some of it's radiant, if that helps them resist anything. Okay.
Oh. They take another heavy blow on just the offhand. As this crackling boom of your devotion is to the crowd as your zealot barbarian, and you feel from in this moment just like that sound of a roar of a crowd as you collide with this individual. You
just see audiences like,
as you slam into them. They did not like that. They are gonna go, okay, no more magic. Are you doing anything as a bonus action?
Magic is weird. My bonus action was to hit with my offhand.
Yes, very true. Cool. In that case, they are going to continue to try and fight you.
Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Yes, I can try and do that.
Because I like to see, but I can't.
That is going to succeed. This is one thing they have rolled really well on the entire way through, which is annoying because for everyone else, this makes it a non-spectator sport.
It's so strange to hear a player ask the DM, "Can you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?"
I love that.
Right. I need to think of some things. Them is running out of ideas beyond hit the thing.
You're where I am then.
Cool. This round, their plan is to just hit the thing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make 2 attacks against you with advantage because A, you can't see them, and B, you attacked recklessly. As you're just slamming these heavy blows, they are easily able to whisk their way between your legs and just come up underneath your sternum. But you are a thick-skinned barbarian, and that might not be enough. They are going to make their attacks.
Usually people can't hit my sternum because I'm too high up, but you know.
So one is a 21.
That does hit.
Second one is, with advantage, is a 19.
That does hit.
Cool. So that is d6 plus 6. That is 12.
Oh.
And a 9. So with your raging, that is 6 points of damage makes through, and rounding down is 4 points of damage that makes it through. As they continue to just little cuts. It's very clear this is a war of attrition for Dusk. They just have to keep making little cuts, whereas you only have to hit them a few good times and they are out.
I couldn't see it, but that first one felt real good. I mean, bad.
And you watch as they...
I don't watch. I can't see.
Yeah, very true. You hear as they make heavy footfalls from the sand, stomping over here, and say, "Come and get me then," and just piercing into the light beyond the darkness that was created. You watch as Dusk steps backwards. Those on the outside would see Dusk steps backwards, I should say, and they see Dusk disappear. Actually, no, they haven't got any spell slots left. I am a dumb. They go to do that and realize they're not dumb, but they are dumb enough to make this mistake in the heat of battle. They go, and they begin to run over this way. Again, not really able to use the darkness, but because they can be heard. You know roughly where they are, it's just heavily obscured, as it is your turn.
Hey, Dusk, do you want to make an agreement?
What are we agreeing to?
I'll fight with my eyes closed if you drop the darkness spell. So people can see. I feel bad. I swear.
Make a persuasion check.
I got.
Okay, hold on. Are you attempting to deceive Dusk, or are you being genuine?
Not whatsoever. He's not completely brutally honest.
Cool. Make a persuasion check.
I recently got a skill in this.
Halite doesn't know how to lie.
Yeah.
He gets advantage on it. 20.
20. You know what? I believe you're mad enough, and
Close his eyes.
The darkness disappears as you guys see. Both have taken a couple of cuts and nicks. How many hit points are you on out of your maximum?
I'm on 24. I'm on 42 out of 63.
Well, 42 out of 63. Dusk left definitely looks the worst off, but it's not by much. It's close, but they're both hurt. And neither of them are fully bloodied, but they are hurt.
All right. Here I come.
Yeah!
Close your
Halite,
eyes.
what's going on now?
Yeah.
Somehow I feel more blind when I close my eyes.
Go for it. I'm hoping your luck on these rolls is going to when I get to show off another cool thing about Eldritch Knights, but it's your turn.
I hope not.
12. You make a swing and just
12 reckless, by
connect
the
with
way, still.
nothing. Yep.
Half-hand, 15.
15. No. Again, the second one goes and just slams in. You feel like the slam into the sand next to you. And we're like, okay, he's really closing his eyes.
Did you jump on that last one?
I kind of shifted. Watch me.
Oh,
or
I
don't
can't.
watch me. There's like genuine camaraderie. As we come back to the top of a round, anybody like quipping on the fact that you obviously you can now see what's going on? Nope. Okay, fair enough.
Just cheering on now that
Cool.
we can see
Okay,
what's happening.
Can I have just begun to wander over towards Dawn?
Yep. Yeah, of course.
Look, I'm gonna level with you. I could really do with a drink.
Oh, we have that. But shh! I'm watching my boy fight. Gold on my boy.
I thought you were cool, old man.
I am cool.
He is cool.
You can't see.
He points in the wrong direction.
Yeah. As Dusk.
Yeah. I think that's Sam has gone.
He's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dusk vanishes.
Summon Dusk.
Summon
Summon-
DM.
DM.
Yeah.
Summon
Sam?
Dusk.
I'm back.
God damn it, Sam, come back!
He's really
Still
gone.
no.
Summon Discord.
Summon Discord. Summon Internet.
He's never been gone this long before.
He's gone. He's dead.
Please?
What do we do? What
Please come back.
What do we do?
do we do?
What do we do?
There
Oh, he's back.
Yay!
I had to say please.
We haven't prepared for this.
As I was saying before, as we left off, Bree was going to say something.
Yeah, so I just want to keep having that conversation with Garrick. Like, what is he?
Yes.
Because he can see now. What is he saying?
Yeah. Saying, well, I've not seen Dusk take to licking in a while.
Yeah. He can hit when he wants to.
Yeah,
Especially
your
when
man's...
he's that big.
Yeah, your man's strong.
Yes,
I'd do it for you.
absolutely.
All right, you say so. And is going to continue watching if I go, Yawn, Dusk, get low, get hard, and is going to like encourage him as he is
Give
cutting
him a
low.
clout, Hal. Yeah.
babe.
As it is Dusk's turn, who is going to sort of combat roll to the side and try and cut along your ankles again. With
Always
their
the legs.
gonna hit for what I can hit.
That's why I armor them. That's why I don't need a shirt.
That is a 19 or 21 because he still has advantage because you have your eyes closed and you attack recklessly.
Yeah.
For multiple reasons, he has advantage. And the second one, that's even with advantage, is only a 14.
Yep.
So that is going to miss. So one attack hits. The second one, you're like, oh, that's roughly where you are, and you know that they're going for your legs. So you do like a bunny hop backwards as they just swing wide. They still manage to sneak in 8, reduced to 4 points of damage. As they are looking at the situation like, okay, this is fun. This is still having fun, and that is their turn.
Are you not having fun?
I'm having fun.
I mean, I've not had this much fun for quite a while. It's fun not fighting for my life for once and just fighting for fun.
Okay.
11.
11 is not enough. You are like everybody else on 11. You are swinging. If they were standing perfectly still, that would have been enough. But no. 25. Yeah, on a 25 you hit.
I think at this point, Halite is just using both of his hands and swinging at the same time, and like, there's not really much area where you can dodge.
Yeah, but like he decided to dodge out of the way the first one, putting himself fully in the blow of the second one.
I mean, it's smart, I guess. So that's 1 damage. Hold on. Oh, I'm rolling so bad. +3.
1 + 3 + 3.
I mean, I guess you can keep the +3 for my offhand because I'm getting +2 for rage and then +1 from.
So it's 3 + 3 + 3, so 9 total. If I'm correct.
So it would be 4, 3, 3. So it'd be 10.
So it's 1 on the dice, +2 because you're raging, or +3 because you're raging?
It's 0 on the dice because it's my offhand, +2 because I'm raging, plus a d6 and plus a d6 +1. Because
that's a +1. That's what I was missing.
Because
okay.
my divine fury gives me a +1 because it's half my
10 damage total.
Yeah.
They're looking bloody now. They are looking bloody now. You have rolled
damage.
Wow,
you have rolled a miss, a 19, or a crit for almost all of your attacks.
It hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, I only need that 1 hit.
What is maths?
Many.
We're not allowing healing potions, right?
I wasn't planning to.
I mean, feel free, I guess. I don't have any.
They are going to they're going to take their turn, and they are going to. They have.
Don't waste the healing potions.
An extra move, which
Just
they
sleep
are
it up.
going to do.
Sleep is the best medicine.
Yeah, they will try this. They're like, okay, get smart, and they're going to look up in. They are going to they're going to put down like the sword, and they're going to leap up, and they're going to jump onto roughly where your head is.
Not many people do this to me.
As they begin whispering into your ear with rapid succession these horrific, arcane words that flood your mind. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Ooh.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Get out of my head.
They gotta try. Oh my
Get
god!
-1. It would hurt.
It's all 19s or 20s.
He's just having too much fun, I think.
You have rolled so
Your eyes are
well.
closed, that's why you can't hear. That's why
Oh my god! Yeah, they come off and you're like,
What are you
okay, I was trying something.
Wow.
You are lucky son of they are
Steel
going
trap.
they're going to get to here with movement, knowing that you can't swipe at them. They are going to raise the small shield fist on their arm, and they're going to say, Dyanna, try the magic. And Dawn is going to look down and go, I know, you may be proud. Just try not to get, save the face. And that is the end of their turn.
I will ask if I can't see. So if you're getting real hurt, tell me to stop whenever.
You'll know because I'll stop moving.
Tap
I
out.
can't see. I guess I might step on you.
God damn it, tap
They'll
out.
tell you, they can see. Just
Okay.
come at me, big boy.
All right, I'm on my way. I walk slightly past them. I bump into the wall.
Genuinely, if you walk past them, they will say, they are bleeding, but they'll say, no, that's not fair. Yeah, they will tap on you and go, come on.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
I'm still in that range.
Why did I do that?
As the axe is coming towards their face.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh no.
So many life decisions, and every one of them bad
Natural
up to
one.
this point.
Natural one.
I'll take the fumble rule.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, unless you're not allowing that.
No, I see. Fumble folks. For those tuning in, Fumble folks, maybe for the first time, we haven't had this rule propped up in a while. Not had much combat in a while. In combat, if you roll a natural one, that is, in all classic terms, D&D called a fumble. It used to be a real big thing, like fumble, like failures. But in Fumble folks, we fell forward here. So a fumble, a natural one, is a success at a cost, usually determined by the player or the DM. But if you would like to get into the chat, if you're listening in, watching, then you can suggest a fumble. I will remind you that the situation is that Halite walked past, was tapped on the shoulder by Dusk, and then Halite threw a wild, reckless swing, which is going to hit in some capacity. Do we have any suggestions for people either in chat, or do people have suggestions in our stream at the moment?
I have one, but I'm holding off to see whether the chat
Yeah.
has
I was gonna
anything.
say,
for
Same
this.
here.
I also have one.
I'm scared.
Oh no, there's so many.
You should be.
I will tell you, there is a capacity where this hit knocks Dusk out.
Oh.
So,
We're not-
make it a good fumble, is what I'm saying.
And I am
Okay.
blind. My eyes are closed.
They are entirely blind.
Sarah, would you like to go first?
So my idea is you knock Dusk out, but the axe spins around and hits Highlight in the head, so you knock yourself out, so it ends in a tie. Like literally go down at the same time.
A tie, but like Dusk falls to the ground
Yeah.
a split second before. I'm not going to say it's
I got a lot of hit points left. Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
I don't think I can knock myself
I
out.
have one
Yeah.
as well. Go on, Ben. Let's see yours.
So mine is very similar. It was going to be that while you're swinging, you basically end up throwing the axe. And because you're doing it, you lose your balance and you just knock him out by landing on him.
Yeah.
Again,
All 11
capacity to
foot of
knock
you just-
out.
Yeah,
It could,
capacity to knock out.
it could happen, but yes.
It could happen.
I have one as well.
Yeah.
It's not really close enough to the wall, I don't know. But you swing out, you hit the wall, and then some
My
rubble
eyes.
falls on top of it.
I mean, yeah.
You technically hit.
Yeah. Like,
Ow.
cuts, as they are swinging wide, they slam the wall first of all.
Yeah.
And that is what causes Dusk to completely miscalculate and hit this thing rather than miss it entirely.
Would you like to take half damage then, since the momentum is being taken out of the swing, maybe?
Stop!
Hey, I'm fighting fair.
We've had nothing in chat yet. I quite like the dragged along the wall. I'm gonna say
Lightning sparks.
I'm gonna say a D10 of falling rocks hits you at the same time as your axe hits them, and I'm gonna say it's still full damage. Yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna just roll a D10 of bludgeoning damage to hit you, which is not gonna be much because you are a raging barbarian. I love barbarians so much. Yeah, that is 5 rounded down to 2 points of damage to you.
Ow, what did you do that for?
Let's see if they have a response as you roll your damage.
Sorry, how much damage did I say you take?
You take 2 points.
Okay.
Already reduced, so it's 2 points of bludgeoning. And roll the axe damage against them.
So that is a 4.
4 plus 4 plus
11.
3. 11. They are not knocked out.
And considering that was my main hand, actually no, it's not. It's not 11. It's 14.
It's the exact amount of hit points as what's left on person.
How many, sorry?
14.
It's 14.
Because it's my main hand. So, well, no, it's not my main hand. This is my offhand.
So you went 11 to 14.
No, it's 11. It's 11 because I thought I was using my main hand, but I used my main hand previously. This is 11.
Cool.
It's 11.
Cool. 11 points of damage. Cool. Right. Okay. Still up, barely. As they catch an axe, just like slams it into their chest. But like,
Did I
oh,
break something?
oh, just some ribs. You're okay.
Also the wall, big guy.
Oh, sorry, I broke your wall.
There's no middle ground for you, is there?
No.
No.
Trust me, I learned that the hard way.
Honestly,
I
you
usually
clarify.
fight him. Ask him for tips.
At the end of this
Find
fight,
someone
we will
else.
clarify. This guy has a few hit points, quite a few. AC is 18. They have the
Really?
shield. They have the shield spell in order to up that to 23. You have not rolled a single number that would not have missed them anyway. Like well below missed them. There's a capacity to add 5 to his AC, and that has not come up once this entire fight.
I thought you had no spell slots left.
They have no second level spell slots left.
Oh, okay.
In order to cast Misty Step. The rest they still have. Cool. Is that your
That's
turn?
my go.
It's your go. You still have your eyes closed as they walk away from you to this wall. They look up towards Dewey and Taxes and say, "Your guy's pretty good." They level the sword towards you, and they say, "Oh, just please." And you hear a familiar string of horrifying words. Can you please make another wisdom saving throw?
Just please.
Just please.
That's a 1.
You
Oh,
are.
yeah, sure, okay. I just let it in.
You let it in. You are frightened. You
Oh.
cannot travel closer towards this individual.
But I don't know where
Whilst
they
you're.
are.
You heard them. You heard them like before, walking away from you,
Okay.
and you heard them as they used the verbal component of the spell. You awaken the sense of mortality in one creature you can see. Must succeed on Wisdom save, or frightened of you. Frightened effects can be repeated at the end of each of their turns. There's not a save on damage; it's just a save at each of end of your turns. But that is their action. They do not have a bonus action to use, and they have moved. So that is their turn. As you are now frightened to approach dusk, magically, it's in your head. Like, they are fucking scary. Imagine, like, spider... Like, you can't see, but, like, you're hearing from an area, and you just hear whispers like, "I can kill raging gulf," just coming towards you, and you
this
are
isn't fun.
magically frightened of approaching them.
Get away! Just throw my both hand. I throw my axes at them.
Cool. Something I didn't check before this. Are you able to use reckless attacks on ranged attacks?
Yes.
I believe you are. I'm just checking because Twitch eats my butt if I am wrong about this.
Nice.
I feel like it's not like the voices.
You make your
that
first attack on turn, you decide to have melee weapon attacks using strength
Okay.
during this turn. It
So,
rules as written, but this is a sparring match. We're going
I
to
know.
follow rules as written for this one.
Yeah.
You do have disadvantage on these attacks, but I will tell you, he is a light breeze from dying. And when I say light breeze, I mean 3 hit points. So
I will say, in that case, if I don't have, if it's not neutral, I'll be like, down in front. I can't see where these are going.
Yes, as Taxes and Dewey, you see Halite pick up 2 axes and just begin hucking them in the general direction that you are standing.
Please get
These
on
are
one.
big axes too. They get smaller as they travel, but they're big axes.
The
I
one
am
time
also
I
gonna
looked
just-
up from the
Just
book.
in case, I am going to step in front of Dawn and patient defense, just in case I need to smack an axe away from this
Yeah.
old man.
Yeah.
Well,
As
that's
Dawn
good.
is Dawn lets you do it, but they're like, yeah, magic, bitch.
The one time I look up from the book and then oh shit, and then
To a disadvantage, that's a 19 and a
Into the
12.
Yeah.
It comes up in this fight. On the 19, you watch as the axe is, like everybody watches, apart from Halite, as the axe is flying directly towards their face. They throw up their hands, and at the last possible moment, this just arcane barrier forms between him and Halite, and the axe just clatters onto the ground, and they're like,
Like inches to their face.
yeah. As they are a little bit frightened of you in this.
I'm afraid of them.
The second one with your disadvantage goes wide. Any bonus actions on movement, you cannot move closer towards them, but you
My
can move.
bonus action was throwing.
Oh yeah, that's true. Movement, you can move to a corner if you wish, but apart from that, they are going to use their feature.
Shit, why did I give my only other weapon to Dewey?
Yes, you no longer have hand axes. They have been thrown at this individual and at their feet. But you
And
still, at the
somewhere
end, this is important, at the end of your turn, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Every turn you get the chance to save from this.
No.
No disadvantage, this is just a wisdom save.
4.
Oh,
4. Nope.
going up in the middle, but not quite.
I feel like this spar is going. Once you finish your spar, this is going to lead into a break. Just so people are aware. Right, I need to check because I believe with an Eldritch Knight they have 2 weapons they can bind to their possession, and they're going to have one that is definitely ranged because of exact situations like this. They are caught at range, but I'm not going to make it a very powerful ranged weapon. I'm going to make it a dagger. Yes, I am correct. He says, weapon bond. You can have up to 2 bonded weapons. Perfect. They are going to summon a crude-looking dagger into their hand and, like, still breathing, like, heavily against the wall, just huck it at you. They have actually, that's a lie because as a bonus action, no, the bonus action was to summon it. So they hucked it. They have no bonus action to summon it back to their hand. So that is their entire turn, is hucking this thing at you. That is 1 attack with a dagger. This is dex based, so it's going to be the same as a short sword.
Still can't see.
Still can't see, so it's still a 21 to hit. So that is going to be d4 plus 6, I believe, because it's plus 4 plus 2 because of proficiency. So d4 plus 6. I'm just going to roll it in d-roll20 because I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I wasn't surprised. I wasn't expecting the fight to go exactly this way. I didn't know what I was expecting.
Neither was I.
That's 8 points of piercing, reduced to 4 because you are raging. And there is this current stalemate as you are opposite sides. You cannot approach them, and they are just hugging daggers towards you.
Halite now looks bloody.
Halite now looks bloody. At least I got there. I'll take that.
Yay!
I'm going to say Halite has their turn, and then they'll be quipped on the side based on the stalemate of the fight of just, you're over there, I'm over here, throwing shit at you as desperately as I can.
Since Halite is scared, he's going to re-equip his shield.
Okay. Yep, you action, put your shield on.
And is it action put my shield on?
I believe so. Rules is written currently.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Then I shall bonus action to take a big breathe in and use my bonus action to take a second wind.
Yep, and I'm going to guess you're now not bloodied.
I'm not bloodied.
Okay, at end of your turn, please make a wisdom saving throw. This is going to be a race of how quickly Halite can succeed a wisdom save versus whittling down from dusk at this point. 13 is... let me check for TC. It's close.
Okay,
The
so it's not
DC
super high.
DC is 14 because they have an intelligence
Oh,
plus
so
3
close, so
and
close.
proficiencies. So you have to succeed 14 or higher. We're just going to keep doing this in the background very slowly.
Like, sit him back. Throw
I
dagger,
will
throw
say
him
when it
back,
happens.
throw
As,
dagger.
as people are watching what has gone from madness to silliness. As people are watching on the outside, as the fight has reached this point of magical fear with just throwing against it until the point where Halite can break through this and just charge this guy down. What are people saying on the outside?
I wish the darkness was still up.
No, you don't.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna turn to him as like, your boy's throwing daggers.
My
Jerry's
boy's
hitting the shield.
Your boy's cowering against a wall.
Because of magic, your boy's just cowering against the wall.
It's a tactical retreat. Come on, Dusk.
Tactical retreat usually requires you moving.
Fucking Halite.
They do not reply on that one.
What did we say?
Yeah, fair. Okay, no, we do it. Yeah, fair.
What did we say?
It's just like, get stuck in, Halite.
They're just real scary, man. I don't know.
You haven't got your eyes open, you dumbass.
You're still hearing these dark whispers like, strive him.
I'm just kind of batting up my head like ears and stuff like.
Oh,
"Ah."
man.
I don't think Halite's actually scared of Dusk. It's scared of hurted Dusk. That's what not going.
Yeah.
Why,
It's how I know what fear is.
why
Well,
is
no,
he
he's-
acting like a cat?
We're gonna do the bonus action throw knife.
I wanna.
Go for it.
I also
Yeah,
wanna be like. I saw Dusk do the shield, and I'll like open my book and I'll be like, oh hey, that's how that works, and then I'll like make notes.
Yep. Something they're going to be able to teach you. Clearly, these wizards, Dusk and Dawn, probably because Dusk learned it from Dawn, know how to cast a spell. Very, very well picked up on. And what was I doing? I was going to do an attack from Dusk. Nope. 17 just goes into your shield as even unable to like deflect the blow. There's just so much of you that they're just trying to find an angle as you're like raising the shield blindly. They try and throw it to like arc around and cannot. Any action on your turn, I will remind you, it's possible to take the dodge action to give him disadvantage if you would like to.
Never. I will go. I'm back up to the wall, right?
Yes, you are unable to approach them because
The
you
wall
are
I
frightened.
broke.
Slightly, yeah, there are.
I want to pick up a rock.
Yes, I will count this as an improvised weapon.
I saw my dad do this once.
Yep. So you don't add your proficiency, but just add your strength.
I was fully expecting you to chuck the shield.
Literally,
America
all I'm
style.
imagining now is the entire crowd going,
Yeah, like a really boring tennis match.
Whoosh! Whoosh!
just
roll,
crash.
Oh, hey, there's rocks
roll your
involved.
attack, plus your strength.
19.
Wait a minute, plus your strength modifier. Because it's
Oh,
an
you should have said that.
21.
21. They are going to use their last spell slot to throw up a shield as this is coming straight towards their face. Again, just panic as the shield goes up, and you hear just a cracking, a sundering of stone, as just debris shatters around them in a cloud of dust.
I love how Dewey's just slowly backing up every time that's
He moves
happening.
Flash zone. Could I throw another rock as a bonus action, or would you not allow that?
I'm gonna allow it. Because it's just a matter of like leaning back, grabbing these hunks of rock and throwing. You would,
It's
yeah.
11.
11, they are fast enough. They just move out of the way as it goes slamming against the wall. We're going to wrap this up pretty quickly as Dusk says, fuck it, all or nothing, as they just reach out towards you, and you just hear a calming noise, as though the embrace, not of death, but just passing washes over you, as they're going to use a Moon Elf ability, and they're going to cast sleep on you. They're going to roll 5d8, and I'm going to roll them in front of the board. What is your current hit point total?
45.
45. They cannot succeed on
They
this.
cannot.
I'm not sleepy.
So, this wash goes over you of sleep, fails to even cause you to blink an eye. Let's see what. For
I
fun.
can't blink. My eyes are permanently closed.
Yeah, it would have had to be on 25 hit points. And they go,
Right, okay.
and they say, "Okay, I yield.
I'm not tired. I've only been traveling for 9 days straight.
You are a.
Can I open my eyes?
Yes, you can." As they walk up to you and just a arm outstretched, you take blows like nothing I have seen.
Yeah.
I thought owlbear is less tough than you.
Yeah. The pelt is over there. I should point. I know. Wait, he's not there. Wait, where is Spitlick?
He's...
Dyanna.
He's got my owlbear pelt.
I imagine then in the distance you just hear clattering and that was not supposed to go there.
Please do not. Okay, you know what you're doing, but all of a sudden that is a bomb.
How did you make that out of glue?
Alrighty then.
It's like Steve MacGyver.
Yeah,
it was a great fight.
And a yield from Dusk. It's like, I'm gonna take a lie down.
I'm gonna. If they allow me, I'm gonna pick her up and just put her on top of the wall.
They will allow you to pick them up and just put them up over the wall and go, "Oh, you are strong, huh? Yeah, I kind of knew that from the way that you just destroyed. That is,
Yeah,
okay.
Imagine if I wasn't in a roofed surface, I can get way bigger.
That was strength, but also just I heard people screaming, and it was like a good noise. So I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's just the crowd.
Some of that is magic of some kind. I'm gonna take the yield, and thank you for yielding. I definitely yielded though. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go sleep now.
Does anyone want another round? I'm good to go.
Dawn says, "You never took the gold piece, so bets never happened. You never said yes, so."
Go to bed.
I'm going to. You don't need to tell
I
me.
wasn't talking to you.
Okay.
Look, me and you, we can stay up drinking and talking if we want, but big guy.
Yeah.
I haven't
Stop
stayed.
fighting.
Oh, bro, there's so much. Okay, this is lightning just fade away.
Just go use your energy on your missus or something.
Hey!
I get out of the thing and I start shrinking back down.
Yeah.
All right. What's Dyanna?
Yeah. And Garrick, as Halite's approaching, Garrick then said, "You know what? I think I'm gonna hit for hay too. It's been a weird, long day."
Yeah.
Oh, feeling inadequate.
Yes.
Not big enough.
As he's approaching, it's like shrinking down. Says, "Yeah, I'm sure he is. He's got that going for him."
What have I got going for me? As I walk over.
You're a great fighter, my man.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks.
that's about it. He pats you on the shoulder as you shrink back down to size, and will pass Dyanna as they make their way to where most people are going, to the south here, as you guys know that's the exit back into Harding's Rest. People don't sleep here for the most part. They keep up their personas outside, and they sleep elsewhere. And Dawn will say to you, "If you want to drink, let's do it. I'll warn you, I'm a lightweight."
Aww.
Wonderful. I haven't had a drink in like 4 hours.
Let's do it.
Definitely sleep.
Definitely the green arrow. No questions asked there. Let's go.
No questions asked.
As you go to the shadier establishment in Harding's Rest, where no questions are asked.
Anyone want to come get drunk?
5 a.m.
Dusk will say, "Yeah," and Dawn will say, "No, you don't," and Dusk will say, "Oh, I am 50. I am older than a lot of people here. I am drinking, old man."
I will cast healing word on
Dusk?
Dusk. I keep getting Dusk and Dawn mixed up.
Dusk and Dawn. I tried to make it like Dusk is dark colors and Moon Elf, and Dawn
Yeah,
is.
but
I
also
put like
Dawn is the
What is old?
Dawn
is old.
is the youngest, so it's like oh
You
no,
can you can ask why. Very safe reason that
Yeah.
has not come to light that. Yeah, actually they'll probably do that now because why not? As Dawn says, oh, now let me just. I just need to. As Dusk comes close to them, Dawn, the older man, will cast the light cantrip and pull out the pendant of their necklace. And you watch as they hold the light cantrip in their hand. On the other side of this sort of crystalline glass necklace that they are holding, as the light shines through the glass, you see illuminated on the wall next to them is various arcane writings. As by the light passing through, you know how like you had overhead projectors as a kid? Yeah, that kind of vibe. They say, see, shield was useful. Definitely keep preparing it, even though he got some lucky blows, and that wasn't on you.
Oh, no,
I
that's
would
pretty
recommend-
luck. I couldn't see.
When you aim the psychic lance, it's more of a mind whip. I would recommend aiming a little to the left because you're still totally off. I know, Dawn. I know. Let's go, please get drunk because I am very, very cut and tired.
Well,
Can I give you a hint for the next time?
And he turns around and he forgets to turn it off like a flashlight in your face. He's like, oh, whoops, sorry.
It's okay. People forget I'm short. Despite the fact that that was a friendly, never give your opponent an advantage. Should have kept the spell up, even if he's my friend. Why can't I see?
You're right, but Halite kept to his word. He kept his eyes closed. And I'll be honest.
Because he's a dumbass.
It is because he's a
Hey,
dumbass.
I wanted a spectator sport.
I would not do that in a normal fight. And in future, I know that when fighting big, beefy people who can turn themselves into towering mountains and summon the power of, for want of a better word, the people's spirit, I go in the other direction.
But I think
less that, more just try and take out their Achilles first.
Don't be so.
I was aiming.
yeah, but I
could not hit.
Like he pulls up his trouser leg, you see a bunch of like metal
A
plates.
bunch of little cuts, and one where like the stone's endurance took a crit, and like that was 12 points of damage you just negated.
It was 15 actually negated.
But it was 12 he took off of a 15 total, I believe. But
no, I got what was my stone endurance? I got
there you go.
10.
Either way.
Yeah, either way.
Vexation is just watching all of this with just a smile, but not really looking to engage with anyone right now. Definitely holding themselves a bit more recluse to the conversation.
But I think the problem is with your fighting style, if you don't mind me saying.
Please, tips. I'm here to learn.
Well, it's all darkness, right? So you're not gonna the opponent isn't gonna dodge naturally. They can't really see what's coming towards them, so they're always gonna be flailing around. So it's not always gonna be the same way you're gonna use the whatever you used. I couldn't see. You know, so like it's always gonna be flailing around. So that might help. I don't know.
I have been working on a spell that I am nowhere near powerful enough to cast yet. That can try and muffle my movement. That way they can't see me, they can't hear me. It's barely the start of anything yet. And
Maybe
Dawn
not
says,
even that.
"You don't even know how to write magic yet."
Oh man, do you know spells to keep someone in the same spot, or make it harder for them to move?
But
Dawn,
the cloud thing you did was also really good.
Arcana check.
I'm just imagining the four of us just wandering out, just babbling about this.
Dawn says, "Of course I do. It might not be in my spell book, but I know it. It might be in my spell book." He puts the light again, catching your eyes, and says, "Sorry." He goes to the side and just like starts scrolling around. And says, "Where the fuck is it? Oh, there's concepts here. I could make it. I think. I don't know. A lot of being a wizard in the Empire is rebuilding spells. Not a lot to go off of. Unless you're... unless nothing. And you can make an insight check on that.
I'll join in.
I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
just,
you two in that conversation, so you can make a... Yeah, if you're not going to, Halite can make an insight. 4. The eyes, shifted slightly, but you do not know where or to what they were referring when they said, unless you're, before they bring themselves back into the conversation. So, anyway, alcohol! And they start. And they seem to have accepted that dusk is coming from them, and they go down to what is the bottom of the map, south on the map. Garrick is ahead of them at this point. Cast one quick glance back towards the party. Definitely pass it towards Dyanna. Yes.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That thing. Yeah. So, when Halite came over, I would have high-fived him and stuff, and then when he joined that conversation, I want to go after Garrick.
Yeah, I will say most of this conversation is happening here, so it can be like a crowd that is joining. I will say Split League does not re-emerge because why would they? They are in paradise right now.
They are going to be gone for days, I think.
Yeah. Vexation will continue to stay just off of the crowd for now.
Yeah, and then
bouncing back and forth waiting for people. Booze.
Yeah. Cool. Garrick is going to leave, but makes eyes towards you unless you say something.
I just follow. He can go in front.
Yeah, they go in front, and after a couple of winding paths, they trust you now to know, you guys don't have to be... You guys learned the secret knock to get in and out of the headquarters of this place. Over the course of this, we won't go into the details about RP-wise. I'm not going to stand there as somebody goes, so you have to knock like this.
Okay, good.
Cool. Garrick is making their way out. If followed, they make their way back to the home that they have claimed, Diana's old family home, and that is where they spend the night. The Green Arrow, the drink-eating establishment that doesn't ask questions and doesn't care if what race you are, just as long as you pay, because they do not have great alcohol. They have dregs, but it gets you drunk, and that's what most people are there for. Whoever decides to go there, that is where they go before they pass out into a long rest.
I'm going to turn to taxes and ensure that I get some party funds because I handed over all of my money the last time they went into a shop.
Yeah, and I imagine I put a little book and I'm like,
I'm literally just gonna do the whole sister. Can I have my allowance, please?
Really disappointed. Give me 1 second. I pull out a book and I pull out not even calculator, a mechanical one. I just work out.
Proper abacus.
Yeah. And I'll hand over, I don't know, 10 gold? Yeah, have 10 gold. Well, that's plenty to get you drunk.
No, that's more than enough to get me drunk.
Yeah. But it's more than enough to give you get alcohol for the trip as well.
I am only small.
But you are mighty. Speaking of small, Dewey, can I have my axe back? Please don't break it.
And that's where we stop for copyright reasons.
But seriously, are you interested? I could teach you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I might need a smaller one, I guess, but
yeah.
I couldn't get to the top string.
Go from the top.
Yeah. It's just bum.
Yeah, I can teach you. It'll be great. So you were saying, Sam?
No, I'm just this is sort of winding down into a long rest. In the morning, people will contact you to say, let's meet again. Take time to rest. You've traveled far. Obviously, we've all blown up some steam here. Let's meet back again in the night to discuss where we go from here. And yeah, I will say people are welcome to explore Harling's Rest. I will make a sort of, well, obviously you have your map. It has the commodities of any medieval town. It has a relatively well-outfitted blacksmith compared to normal medieval towns, in that usually one would just be enough to make like iron and steel tools, horseshoes. This one was clearly retrofitted at some point, but it is capable of making armor and weapons should the need arise. It is mostly a trade town because it is the path where everybody goes to get to Salaton, and Salaton is the easiest and least risky point to jump from the entire southern half of the continent to Sarai, and from Sarai onto the northern kingdoms. So if you want to reduce any risk of your entire stock getting lost to the Ethereal Rapids, you go via Salaton, which means if you're coming from anywhere south of Harling's Rest, you have to come through Harling's Rest, or south or even south or east of Harling's Rest, you have to travel through this place, which means they have a big trader community that's like this, the Roaring Spirit, all of that. But I'm diverging too much into lore. This is something just the characters know is important for them to know, and they would know this kind of thing. These are things available to you. We are going to say that there are plans that are made, and you guys are made aware that, and stop me if anybody wants to raise a point in this, Vexation will say that a plan that they had in the works was that if they were going to strike a government building of some kind, the best time to do it would be during a holiday. And the nearest approaching holiday is Ivan's Wake, which is the start of winter. There are multiple holidays in the calendar. Ivan's Wake is followed quickly by Ivan's Care, which is the solstice. You guys know that Lelek had something around the solstice and Ivan's Care, and you know they are probably going to be in contact with you closer to the time. If you try and contact them, you don't really have a way beyond trying to send a message. But that is something that they make clear to you. They have ways of sending messages. Same way that you got a message in the very start, the first episode of this campaign. They have these trading parties that are willing to take messages as part of rebellion on the lowdown. So if you want to send messages within the Empire to other countries, including the Free City of Sarai, that is a way that a message can get across. Back to what I was doing before I diverged there quite a lot. You have this opportunity in 2 weeks' time, but if you wanted to strike a government facility, there would be lowered guards because more guards, A, would be on holiday, or B, moved to the celebrations to patrol that better. Doesn't mean there's no guards there. It just means that if you're trying to hit something governmental, that is when you could do it. For those who are unaware, we are planning to put this into a homebrew setting, into a published homebrew setting. I believe we've said that before. If you want to take your players into Harling's Rest, or indeed into any area of the Empire, this can be one of the things that sparks it. Obviously, you're not going to have chaos erupt everywhere. If the players hadn't turned up, plans wouldn't have happened. So this is one of the things where it's like, okay, we base it around a holiday, they arrive, and then they have time to plan before this thing happens. If the players don't arrive before that point, obviously it doesn't happen. I'm not going to say, oh, suddenly an all-in, a huge uprising starts, regardless of what the players are doing. It has to be with the players. So this was, in that context, and the kind of thing that will be in the book, this was the plan that Harling's Rest, or the rebellion sect in Harling's Rest, had planned as their capacity to contribute to a start of a rebellion, which is claiming Harling's Blade, which is a symbolic... It's a symbol of resisting the Empire, and that is how, if your characters start the rebellion in Harling's Rest, that is how the rebellion starts. Obviously, in Benalicia, we had Osnemesis. They were the rebel sect there. And the way that they would have had a rebellion start there would be a huge public concert to gather people to their side. And then from that concert, they just fan out and take the city. Still something you guys could plan here. But this is the different sort of, like, the thing we're putting into the book as a, not just an adventure, but if you spark a rebellion in this settlement, here's how it could happen. And obviously, suggestions. But that is not how the party are currently going. The party are making their own plans. They are using their free time. I have told the players they have roughly 2 weeks until the start of Ivan's wake, and they have already given me plans, and we are going to discuss them. If anybody has anything before the break they'd like to say, please let me know. Otherwise, we're going to come back and say that you guys have had your long rest and are starting this 2-week period of downtime where you are about plans for yourselves and others. Yes, is that something from there? You are gesturing to the side, but on my Discord screen, that is.
Yeah. Yeah. Should we go for a break and then we can go do some RP after?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We will try and be back 15, 20 minutes. It might be a little more due to technical things, but we'll be back ASAP.
Always technical
Lovely.
things.
Bye,
See
See
you
ya.
in a bit.
Bye. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Fumble, folks. Hello.
Hello.
Everything is
Wait,
fine.
I'm nice. Everything is fine. We left our party as they had sparred beneath the headquarters of Harling's Harriers with a decisive victory to Halite after the yield of Dusk, the Eldritch Knight Moon Elf. Turns out you can only hit a barbarian so hard, so many times before you realize this is just not going to work.
It's like trying to punch a wall.
It's like trying to punch a wall made out of meat and divine belief
Muscle.
in rebellion. But the party then went their ways to rest for the night, having travelled here to get here, travelling through the day, getting here late in the night, staying up late to meet Harling's arrest, then going to meet Lurlick, then coming back, then sparring. It is now We've gone from the early hours of the morning to near dawn, as we are. And when I say dawn, I mean the rising of the sun, not our wizard. This is going to get complicated fast.
Yes.
I feel like it's your fault. So.
It is. Some of the party have stayed behind. Siege has not been seen since the altercation. Vexation is going to stay behind. It's going to planning tables. As I understand it, our party is splitting in 3 ways. 2 of the party, which is Taxes and Halite, are going to stay here and meet up with Splitlick, who is currently in the with the quartermaster. There's a word for the stocks, the holdings of the Harriers, where they are storing the stuff that they have successfully raided away from the Empire.
Yeah.
There is a party including Zeke and someone else going to the. I believe Zeke and Taxes are going to the Green Arrow. No, Zeke and Dewey are going to the Green Arrow to have a drink, blow off steam from what has been a night of strong emotions and strong blows and fights. And Dyanna, who I think we will start with.
You're gonna start with me? Dang.
You're welcome to delay if you would like more time. Otherwise, we're going to follow Dyanna.
Okay.
Up to you. Fully up to you. If people have plans.
Yeah, do you want to do split lick?
Yeah, we'll do split lick first.
Yeah.
I just want to say, as Dyanna's leaving, babe, I'm just going to check on Split Leg. I'll be with you in a minute.
Okay.
Sure.
As Dyanna goes off to an unknown destination, but certainly does not arrive at Green Arrow.
Doesn't. Where I am.
Let's start with Splitlick then. As you hear before you see the sound of rustling, like crashing and bangs coming from a direction. I will say Vexation is happy to lead you towards the stocks.
Oh, thank you. I had no idea where I was going.
It's fine. It's just around here. Yeah. What in the fuck is that? You see as Splitlick is a child at Christmas. Has already like set up a workstation for themselves. Like, they've cleared a shelf to make it their like workbench. And you see them like connecting a few wires, like copper wires and whirring cogs to their wild magic device. And you see them like not like pressing a button or flicking a switch, hitting the device with a wrench. As lights whir, and around them you see, similar to before, like 3 splitlicks additional appear, and begin to mimic the like clicking noises that they're making, and they begin furiously writing down like things as it quickly fades out, and they like just rub their face. I'm gonna show you guys. Obviously, you've seen in our Christmas things, you've seen Splitlick, but without a elf costume on, if you guys look on the Roll20, you'll be able to quickly see roughly what they look like. Just as a face up, a very bold elf, heavy eyebrows, cuts, wedges from both ears, tattooed on the rest of their body, refusing to wear a shirt most of the time. Yeah, we don't need to flash back to the Roll20 necessarily, but yeah, we got it on there. Perfect. That is Splitlick, with the wedges in both ears, and indeed the deep wedge in the tongue, as they are just rapidly working on something as you guys arrive.
Oh, you're getting it working. Good job.
There's like quick hands flash of like making the effects more permanent, and you hear, you two, I believe, for the first time, you two hear, yes, your companion has been at it for quite a long time. Hello! And you see, sat on a shelf on the far side, there is this rounded box with what looked like facsimiles of eyes, again, tipped on the side, not upright. Like, step closer, let me introduce myself to you.
I step forward.
Hello, Goliath, and do I detect some...
Ha! Armless.
Just goes completely silent. Well, it looks like we have a human in our midst. A half human, half Goliath. How interesting. Do step closer so I may bite your veins.
Okay. I step forward.
Vexation will step like towards you, put hands and says, that's probably not a good idea. I mean,
I'll probably break his teeth.
I have no teeth, but I will still bite you. Yeah, don't worry, he's armless.
Yeah, I get the name.
Yeah. I will not live in this purgatory forever. And I will wreak my revenge. Who is our newest companion beside you? Please step closer.
Oh, I should have done fucking human.
Oh no! Full-blooded human.
Full-blooded human.
Oh, here we go.
Well, isn't this interesting? Please step forward so I may shake your hand.
I haven't got a hand.
And I have no arms. How convenient. Perhaps if you were to take your head off of your body, that would benefit us both.
I was gonna be nice and pick the head up and put it upright so it's not on its side constantly. You could fuck itself now.
As far as we can tell, this is armless, also known as X-2370 or /70, a failed version of some kind of project out from the Eastern Kingdoms. I was the best of my kind. No, you were the kind who just wanted to kill humans and didn't matter what they were about. Which isn't
Who are you calling failed?
Who are you calling failed? That is a success. I was made to fight the human kingdom, and I fought the human kingdom. And I will fight the human kingdom forever.
I do a check to see what project it was in that, just in case I come across a Reddit.
Yeah, this is Arcana or Investigation.
Could Halite do the same since he's been to Heed and stuff like that?
This, Heed will not help you here.
Okay.
Also, you've been to Heed?
Was it Heed?
You've been to Sarai and Cloud Pinnacle, I believe.
Yeah, but Cloud Pinnacle, Heed is the closest city to Cloud Pinnacle, so you probably would have stopped there to get supplies and stuff. Isn't it?
Depends
I
how you.
have to look at the map.
You have to, yeah, take a look at that. 13.
He is 3 countries away.
You heard vague things about how the dwarves, the gnomes, the halflings of the Eastern Ridge were working on various projects of war to resist the Empire, and they were working on them. Some of them were before the Empire were invading; they were in preparation. The most famous of which is black powder, which they invented nearly half a century to a century ago, and sold to the Empire before they were enemies. There were quite a few inventions that they had. On 13, you'd maybe heard whisperings of oh yeah, they were making inventions that could fight as their own individuals rather than putting Dwarven Kingdom lives at risk. Or Eastern Ridge, I suppose, would be the best way of saying it, because it was a conglomeration of races, but the dwarves were definitely the ones in most of the power at the time, or at least on a 13, that's what you believe, or what you suspect. Either way, Eastern Ridge soldiers, they didn't want to sacrifice too many, and you heard rumors that they were making something else to take their place on the battlefield. Maybe this is a very early prototype of what they were trying to do there. I believe that's accurate. People with more lore knowledge than me on Osasris in this field can feel free to correct me, because that is what Sam is aware of.
And also, for a 13, that's about right.
Yep.
And also, yes, Halite's been to Heat.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. It would not help you here to know about Heat.
I mean, he didn't spend too long on that, maybe a month, maybe less.
Heat was very much magic and the use of magic in arcane rituals and spells, not into the movement towards engineering and arcanotech kind of thing.
Tons and tons and tons of artificers in Heed who are working on stuff like this.
Okay, I am mistaken.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you say there is, then there pretty much is at this point. I will say that I do not believe currently that they had what we as players would know as Warforged.
Maybe not full Warforged, but they were definitely on that track. Not sentient robots for sure.
Probably not something that Halite would have known passing through.
No,
definitely not.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. You've seen gadgets and stuff. The stuff that's Splitlick is kind of working on.
Yeah.
Gist of things.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know what this talking head is about. Is why was the role for.
This is honestly one of the funnest things about homebrew setting is I am learning about this. Cool. With that said, you do not know the name Warforged. You vaguely aware that the Eastern Kingdoms were working on something like this, but whether that is this or whether this is something entirely different, like a Heed version, who knows? All you know is it is speaking in this transatlantic accent, and it appears to detest humans in all forms.
So in that case, then I'll like to pull out my book and be close enough that it's aware that I'm near, but far enough away that it's just going to frustrate the hell out of it that it can't get to me. I just proceed to ask a constant stream of questions, like, "Oh, I've not heard of you. Okay, so how do you know I'm human? Are you tracking it somehow? Like you got a scanning feature or something?" Just constantly bombard it because something new that I haven't heard of.
As you I will say this, you're having this conversation to a science that is very interesting. I was adapted so that I would always know a human when I saw it. Please advance 3 feet forward so I might bite your ankles. I'm just having this conversation where you're pissing it off and it can do nothing about it. This thing is very clearly evil, but it was made to fight evil in this weird situation. But it was disregarded and broken down, but only the head survived. Nevertheless, Splitlick is still working on the device as they look up towards you, Halite. A twinkle still in their eye because they have a workshop again.
You doing good, bro?
Just nods.
If anything's up, let me know.
Okay.
Peace. Halite leaves and goes to try and join Dyanna.
Oh,
He's dead.
It's not that
I said I was
shocking a
leaving.
turn of
Not like
events.
oh. Damn, Hal.
I said I was leaving.
It's so you said I just disappeared.
What was the last thing you did?
At peace.
Yeah, so peace. Can I make an insight check? See if he's okay in this environment?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Bad at it. You do it. 0.
0.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's good.
They appear to be in their element as much as you have ever seen them in their element.
Cool. I'll join you later. Maybe.
Just thumbs up, like to the side as they are like focusing on something that sparks wildly, and they're like they look around for some goggles and put them on and then keep going.
And I go to Dyanna's.
You go to Dyanna's?
Like Dyanna's house.
Okay. I will say that's a good moving there, talking to Split Lake, having this conversation, then moving on, probably a good 5-10 minute gap.
Oh, is that it?
Dramatic tension, Bree. Should we go to not there first? And
Let's
then...
go to the pub to start with, I think. As you guys reach the Green Arrow, it is amongst the more industrial area to the western side of town, just past the blacksmiths. So it's a bit of a trek. It's maybe 15 minutes before you guys are there, coming in out of the autumnal cold. And Dawn just very loudly says, table for us, and just keeps moving in. There are these big round tables, and there are seats that are in various states of minor disrepair. There are also in major disrepair that have been put in the corner, clearly by many bar fights that have happened here. But the capacity for replacing these chairs with old ones seems to be not a minor part of the budgeting of this place. So they have chairs enough that people can drag them to new tables, seat whoever they arrive with, and get the drinks that this place sells. You see if there is an individual at the bar. Sanko's come up with a bartender now. What race are they? What race would work here? Yeah, you see a what looks like a half elf, half dwarf that is at the bar with some quite heavy set features, but with these long ears. They look like they are a sun elf or half sun elf dwarf. They just give you a very shady eye as you're sitting down. But Dawn says, "Oh, don't mind them. They always give everyone the eye." Get us a bottle of something that's not too terrible. I'm buying. Yeah, your guests.
Oh.
You owe me next round.
I'll have another bottle of whatever he just bought.
The eye raises again. Blows a bit of hair that's like drifted into his eye, and then gets 2 bottles that are behind a cabinet with a lock on it, and he has to undo it. So people just can't jump behind the bar and get it. And you see 2 bottles that are not too shabby looking. The glass is clear, and you can see the liquid inside is also relatively clear. For this establishment, probably pretty good. As he puts 2 bottles of what in our world would be some version of a flavored gin on the table. Don't knock it till you don't make that face.
Ben making the face Zeke is an alcoholic. Zeke doesn't care.
Yes, yeah.
More glasses, please.
You see glasses go down. They are not the cleanest glasses, but they are serviceable. Yeah. As I believe here are Dawn, Dusk, Zeke, and Dewey.
Yeah, Dewey's like, yeah, I'll have an ale, please.
An ale comes for you, leaving 2 bottles of spirit for 3 individuals at roughly 4 a.m. in the morning.
Shit.
D&D. Yeah.
I'm going to pour a sipple
Mm-hmm.
for the ranger, and by a sipple I mean like
Yeah. A taster.
a taster, and just go.
Yeah.
Come on,
Uh,
to our
I'll
independence.
I'll get it, and I'll just lean in on it like, Zeke, is this one of those bars where they notice that I'm really soft and you end up in a bar fight?
Maybe, but if we do, don't worry.
Okay.
You'll be too drunk to care.
I will say.
And I will knock back this deadly tiny droplet of gin, and it will probably blow my head off.
Yeah. I'm going to ask for a Constitution saving throw with advantage. This isn't like a normal. See if you get drunk. See if you get poisoned. Oh, hello, Raiders. Welcome to the stream.
Hi.
Hey,
We are
Harriers.
part of our party are currently getting drunk in the diviest bar in this imperial town.
You turned up
Diviest
in
of
time
dives.
to see the
The
light
diviest of
rays
dives
get
where
drunk.
questions are not asked. Because I should also say it's roughly 4 a.m. and they have not slept since the night before. Flagging is the word.
How's that exhaustion looking?
If you guys keep going until dawn, you're going to have an exhaustion level, but then you will have time to sleep that off as we go into the downtime that is coming and rightly earned. But for now, what was the Constitution saving throw? Please, because this isn't to. You have advantage on this, not because this is resist the poison. This is to resist spitting it out, because it is.
It's horrible.
It's not great, and it's also the same way that like somebody who hasn't had lots of hard liquor, suddenly drinking a very potent spirit. Has to keep that down and not cringe and like screw up their face or resist spitting it out because this is hard alcohol that you have been handed.
Alrighty. Constitution save. Oh, get ready. +1. Oh.
What was it, Phil? Who fell?
Bree, get the get
Ah.
ready. I
Oh,
rolled a
no.
natural 1.
So, Dewey is given
For
this.
floral gin or whatever the drink.
I will
Oh,
say.
I can't do it.
I will say you had advantage, but I'm going to play with this. I'm going to say what we failed forward here, in that you spray the gin,
Happy days.
but you have the aftertaste on your mouth. It's almost like a lavender flavor left behind on your palate. What is left of the burning sensation?
Flowers.
Yes, a very lavender floral gin. Apparently, someone thought a good idea and has been locked behind the cabinet until somebody was willing to pay money for something strong. Another thing of note, it is 4 a.m. There are no other individuals in this bar at the moment. Nobody else is here at 4 a.m. in the morning.
In that case, this behaviour won't. It's a rough bar. Dewey was terrified of getting beaten up for being soft.
Not at 4 a.m. There are people, I would say maybe you can see that someone far in the corner is slumped out drunk and fallen below the table, but nobody is awake to witness this at all. Apart from your companions. I'm gonna, not exactly the most initiated, +4 to the Constitution rolls. Dusk, the Hive fighter, even in a wounded state, manages to make a little bit of a grimace, but keep it down. Like,
Probably helps that they're wounded.
that is truly awful. Ooh, flowers.
Wow.
It needs something. It needs a mix. It needs a mix. And Dawn says, "Oh, what?"
All Dewey can think is like the matriarch of the noble family he was forced to work for. Like, this gin tastes like she smelled.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that just makes it that much worse.
Lavender covers all ill. I'm just gonna throw lavender perfume on everything and it'll be fine.
I feel like there's
Yeah.
some stuff to unpack in that. I don't know.
Sounds like a red flag to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dawn will take their swill. They have had many hard liquors in their lifetime, and they will swallow it with a refreshing. And Zeke, once we get our player back in, having some technical issues, I'm assuming Zeke has had harder liquors than anybody at the table sat here.
I know that Zeke's constitution is +3, so
I mean,
Yeah.
he's had cobalt moonshine.
He has had cobalt moonshine.
he is a monk of the a drunken master.
Monk of
essentially.
the Dragon Master, not from training to be acting like a drunk, from being a drunk. So yeah, I think they're probably going to be fine. As this party of individuals, beaten and bloody, one of them, and the rest just exhausted, continue to drink into the late hours of the morning.
I'll quiz
Yeah.
Dawn and Dusk then on like what it's been like forming like the rebellion in a because it's a very different place to like Benalisio was a walled town. It was almost fortress like really Benalisio, wasn't it? Because whereas Harling's Rest is a smaller town community. I imagine is it gated, walled, or is it just an open town?
You saw on arrival that Harling's Rest has the famous or almost infamous fort on Heather Hill, which is this hill in the beginning of the foothills, like the tallest hill in the foothills, starting the mountain range to the west. It has a curtain wall around the outside and then the actual fortress keep at the top. And you know that this is where Harling made her last stand as the last flicker of resistance against the invasion of the Empire so many years ago. The town outside of that is not walled. Much like other medieval towns, it would be expected that if an invasion were to come, you've got to drop your stuff like a fire drill and get inside those curtain walls to be protected. It rather than a city which has walls all the way to the outside, and then beyond that is like considered hamlets that are part of a city but not actually part of a city. This is a curtain-walled keep that sits there prominently, but the actual town, the day-to-day life happens outside of those walls. Forming the rebellion, they will both talk about how they arrived in Harling's Rest, trying to keep a general low profile, Dawn being a wizard and Dusk being a elf / magic user. Definitely wanted to keep a low profile.
Yep.
There was a point where they fucked up, and they were nearly thrown to the dogs. But a member of the guard superseded on their behalf enough that they were just sort of given a warning, had to pay a heavy fine. That guard would turn out to be the one that you, as a party, generally spotted, the one that goes by the moniker South. The one who is their person on the Harriers person on the inside, the one who, when shit goes south, you go to them.
Yes, yeah. That was the one that was watching us in the pub when we first arrived.
Yes. You did not, no. But later in your home, there was question about who that person was. I think Dewey was the one who spotted them.
Yes.
If I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So you would know what they look like, but they've just been described to everybody else in the party. Bree is probably pretty. Yeah, you're pretty sure. Dyanna is thinking. Actually, Dyanna has no reason to think that they've met this person.
Dyanna made the comment last session, like, "Oh, damn, they got old."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you have no reason to know that this is them. Let's put it like that. Good. Yeah, that's what they tell you. They ask in turn, like, how did you join your sect of rebellion? What's rebellion? What was it like?
Yeah, well, we had Ben Alicia had a sewer network, but it was built by it was mostly halflings. Is that right, Sam? Like is built like the city itself was built mostly by gnomes and halflings, so they're a lot easier for shorter folk to get around down there. So we are made to live in a drained canal. Very nice of them to give us that. But that obviously has lots of access points to that network. So basically, those of us that were willing to risk things would go there and find things to do. And that's how Oz Nemesis formed. They started playing music, and that became an escape for us. And that's just kind of how the ball got rolling, I guess. So.
Oh yeah.
I was just an angry young man that needed a place to be. So now I'm an angry, slightly older man who had that place taken away from him.
And I'm angry too. I'm just very polite about it.
It's just deep in there.
I'm angry for a lot of reasons. I'm also grateful for a lot of things, such as this awful gin.
It is genuinely some of the worst stuff that I've ever tasted. I feel like I could clean this room with it.
I'm not sure if you. I'm not sure if you'd gone off by that point, Ben, but I natural wand my con check for it.
Yeah. The barkeep just gives a lazy eye over, like clearly they had the night shift, and just clearly doesn't give a fuck if you liked it or not. You've paid for it now.
We're probably the only ones that would buy it, so he should be happy.
Did he make it himself? Is that why he's like upset? Fuck you. Made that shit myself.
Fuck you. Lavender is the new Seville Orange gin.
You may marry yourself, but you're so shit at your job.
I'll be honest, I found this one in strange circumstances. I have no idea who the parents are. They have no idea, so yeah. I like to think that if I had not found him, I would still want to be against this shit. I don't know. Maybe that's just wishful thinking. That I would have seen the light without the dusk. Oh, I'm a fucking poet now. Maybe I should be writing your songs. Maybe I need to go to sleep now. And Dusk stands up and says, "Okay, old man. Okay.
Yeah, let's you've had your medicine. Let's actually get some sleep."
There are beds upstairs. I'm going to. He nods towards the barkeep, who just like shrugs and says, like in a very fuck it yeah shrug.
Fuck you on.
No one else is paying for them tonight.
I'll slide a gold over and just ask, can you recork these?
You want me to recork them?
So I can take them with me.
Ah, I see. I thought you were going to put them back behind the bar.
Okay.
He shaves. He takes a penknife and just shaves around the cork enough that it will slam back in there. He just he gets a bit of it in him and just like elbows it in a little bit. And it is stop it again. As you have two half-drunken bottles of gin.
Try elderflower next time. It tastes better than lavender.
I didn't make it. It's implied.
What's your name?
It's my
don't
name.
care.
What's it to you?
Remember.
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you, that's my name.
Funny, that's also my name. Fuck you too.
As you
Just wander up the stairs.
yeah. With that scene coming to a close, Dyanna sees Garrick enter her old house. Probably like 10 seconds ahead of her, maybe. Door closes. What do they do?
I'll run in and be like, dude, the hell?
What the hell? What do you mean, what the hell?
I'm sensing a vibe.
He leans back at that and's like, a vibe?
A vibe. I saw the look. Diana's not insightful enough to know what the look was. But I saw the look, and then you left. Why aren't you at the pub, tavern?
I don't know. Why aren't you?
I'm fucking tired.
I'm tired too. Luckily, I've got a comfy bed right there.
Yeah, and so do I. My old bed in my old room.
Funny. Looks like we both have beds. And your man, your Halite,
Yeah.
where's he sleeping tonight?
I assume he's sleeping with me.
Well,
You have a problem with him?
not at all. He seems like a top bloke, just doesn't seem quite your type.
Okay, I haven't spoken to you for like 50 years. You don't know what my type is.
I know what one of your types is.
Yes. You're very different.
So are you.
I am very different.
I like it.
Really?
I do. I've never seen anyone talk to Vex like that before.
I have. I think that was 50 years of anger just kind of just bleh.
Yeah. I've got my anger.
Yeah, I thought it was very deep in there, but I guess not.
It seemed like it was coming from somewhere deep. I'll be honest. I stopped fighting for a long time. Vex has had to be herding cats around here, and that plan was bullshit, and we both know it. She's been trying to herd cats and have a plan, and it's not worked. So she needed to be not brought down quite so far to size, but somebody needed to knock some sense into the whole situation.
Yeah. I think I'm glad that it was me. I don't know. If it wasn't me, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be taxes, and that wasn't gonna go well.
Yeah, she scares me.
She should. She should, man. She has similar skills to you, I've noticed.
Yeah, I was gonna have a conversation with her about that. Anyway, I'm gonna maybe stay up a bit and might put some tea on. Want a nightcap?
Yeah. I don't want tea. I want rum or whiskey. I don't know. Something else.
I'm a bit of a whiskey fiend. And you see they go to, a small cabinet at the side, They look towards the fire and launch out a cantrip of some kind and light a bonfire in the fireplace as they sit in an old armchair and pour whiskey for the pair of you.
That's a nice trick.
Worth picking up a few tricks.
Did he know those things, like when we knew each other before?
At that age, you would have known. Would you have known? What are they now? So compared to then, probably not. You knew that they were roguish for time. You knew they had an interest in magic, but they hadn't really gotten to a point where they were using magic for that.
Where'd you learn that, huh?
Sorry, are you asking a question?
Oh yeah. Where did you learn that, huh?
Sorry, the mic cut out.
Yeah, sorry.
Bits and pieces around. There's a part of what I was doing for, her back in the day.
Fair. What have you been doing for 50 years?
What have I been doing? I found what I was looking for, and I didn't. Well, it wasn't what we needed. Tried to travel back, learned what had happened, got myself caught, got this, and he bums the silver ring in his ear. Laid low, tried to get used to what life was like now, and I couldn't. Started doing dumb shit. And like I told you, for all the cat herdery, Vex gave me a direction that wasn't petty thievery and mindless punching. Not saying she's perfect, damn nowhere near. Just saying she gave me a direction. Again.
That's good. At least she did that, I guess. For you.
What about you?
I wouldn't say I gave up. But I certainly put a lot of things on pause, I guess. And until there was some whispers on the wind, a few years ago. So, yeah. I kept my head down and didn't become an indent, that's for sure.
I can't recommend it, honestly. Can't.
No, I tried very hard to not be one, and I don't know how that comes across to everybody who is one, to be honest. I don't know if they look down on me. I don't know if they respect it. I don't know. I'm not totally sure.
I don't, if it helps. Looking back, I'd rather have somebody think that I didn't put up a fight and still have half my ear. But speaking of putting things on pause.
Oh shit. Yeah.
At that point, Halite, you are pretty much outside the door. You are mute currently, door. Oh, yeah, come in.
Hi, sorry.
Oh, hey, big man. Hey.
Am I interrupting something?
No.
Absolutely.
I can leave if you want, babe.
No, it's fine.
I just came. How are you feeling?
What? Oh,
Uh,
sorry. My mind's my mind's. I need to go to bed. I think I need some rest.
It's been a long day.
It was your dad's parent. It was your parents' bed. If you want it, it's yours, and it's a double, so I don't need it.
it doesn't really...
I'm gonna sleep on the sofa. I'm not gonna sleep in your bed. Don't worry.
I mean, I was like 150 years old. I'm pretty sure I got a double bed. I don't know. You could tell me. I didn't, so.
Not like a full like.
Like one of those like 3/4.
Yeah, probably like a
Shit,
double,
yeah.
not so much as a like king size. It's still a double, but not like a. I'm not going to debate too much the size of beds.
No, I mean, no, it's your bed. You've had it for like years. It's fine. Don't. It's fine.
Right, I know when to. Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
Hmm?
Halite pulls out a dice. Want to play a game?
Oh my god! What kind of game?
It's the game we introduced us to.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but I did really well at it.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no!
That's the one.
Sure. I'll play what the fuck. Why not?
But first,
is
how's
that what
everyone
it's called?
feeling?
Okay.
Yeah, Dyanna, how are you feeling? You know, we've been traveling all day, and then we did the whole wizard thing. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Do we have
Oh,
food here?
yeah.
Who do I ask?
Yeah, I've got some bread and.
I'm okay with the whiskey.
Yeah.
You need some though.
Yeah.
I've got water. It's fresh from the well. Just roll the dice. As people might not. Cool. The last time we did this, I believe is Dyanna playing.
Yeah. Why the fuck not?
Okay,
why
so everybody rolls. It's a bit different to the critical role version. Rather than the highest asking the lowest, anybody can ask any question to the lowest. They then must tell the truth. If they're willing to play the game and are putting themselves in the game, they must tell the truth within the rules of the game, and then drink. The drink being the reward for telling the truth. Yeah, let's roll. 3.
5.
6.
High rollers.
The dice land, and Garrick looks up to the two of you and goes, "Go on then. Let me in my nightcap."
Did you two have sex?
Oh.
Before, I mean. No, I mean not like when I was just coming in.
Well, like now?
No, I meant like before, what was it, 50 years ago. Like, were you guys a thing? Did you guys do things? In the sexy way. You probably did not call a lot of things.
Oh hell.
How?
I was curious.
You're, yes. We were a thing. He drinks. He drains his drink. He says, "Okay, your turn."
You don't get to decide that if I know the rules right.
You two roll, and I get to ask. Oh, we get to ask one easy question. Fuck me! Just roll the damn dice.
17.
18.
Oh! Fire away.
Is Dyanna the first relationship you've been in?
Oh, what kind of relationship?
Romantic.
She's one of the first. She's definitely the first person I've had sex with. If that's what you're asking, I've dated someone.
That's not, but
okay.
It's all about information gained.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say anything I shouldn't have.
No. This game technically ends with a last roll, but
Roll again, everybody.
roll again. If you beat everybody, you don't have to answer because you got lucky and rolled above everybody else. If you don't beat everybody, then whoever beat you gets to ask a question.
Well, I hope you got better than I did. I got 7.
I got 4.
19.
And with that, well, good night.
Yes.
He
Didn't you
picks
have a
up.
question?
He picks up a bottle of whiskey and is like walking towards his room when you turn around and say, "Did you have a question?" Will stop and turn around and says, "I'm not sure." And then we'll walk into the room.
I had a question. I say, Halite says quietly.
Alright, cool.
Was you saying cool to me or cool to him leaving?
Yeah. What's your question, Hal?
How did you two end? Like, how did that come about? Was it because of what happened, or was it something else?
Salmon Frito, the answer.
You can't. You took the drink with him.
I got a 19. I didn't have to answer. No.
You don't have to answer anything.
We ended because shit blew up.
Yeah.
And
So it wasn't a mutual thing. It's because of circumstances, right?
damn, pal. Damn it, Hal. Goddamn. Okay. Shit blew up. He was gone for way before shit blew up.
Oh.
Then shit blew up. Then I moved to Benalicia.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. Somewhere. To do some stuff. Secret stuff, I guess. I assumed that he was dead like everybody else. Everybody else in my life was dead. So, and 50 years is a long time to get over something.
Yeah.
So.
But didn't you guys let her? Like you did the...
Yeah. A couple of times only in the last few years though.
So he disappeared, and then the whole war happened, and then the last time and you heard from him through a letter.
It was the war was happening. He was sent off, and then the war ended before you ever met again, and then letters.
Yeah. No. We don't know. I don't know how we got letters.
Right.
Was it?
You were living above ground. You had a address, and he heard you were there.
Yeah, because I assumed he was dead, and I wouldn't have sent him letters. So.
No.
He would have. Yeah, he would have sent me a letter. Yeah. And by that point, when I realized that he was still alive, kind of didn't.
You didn't go back.
Feelings had gone, and I thought it was mutual, but apparently not.
Is it not?
I don't know.
Do you talk to him?
No.
Okay, so it's not waiting you out or anything. So I will fucking kill him if you tell me to.
Babe,
he says quietly, but not that quietly, but quietly.
Yeah, no, that's so sweet.
Anything, babe.
I know. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine.
All right, if you say he's cool, he's cool.
He's cool.
Alright.
You know I
What?
can take care of myself, Hal.
Oh, I know. Trust me. Gee.
Good.
Speaking of that, today you got really mad.
I did.
Was that banging game? 2 bangs. Was that bang?
Nope, sorry. That was
Okay.
accidental look at my desk there. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm on edge. But you got really mad. I have not really seen you like that before. Are you alright?
Yeah,
sure?
no, I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Like, a lot of stuff with your mum came up today as well. Like, if you want to talk about it, I'm here.
Oh, Hal, you're so sweet.
No.
Yeah, it's been a long day. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Some emotions came out with like anger, and I don't know.
I mean, it's healthy to, as a barbarian, it's very healthy to release that anger. You know. And sometimes very beneficial in the middle of battle.
in battle, maybe, and I feel like yours is way more controlled somehow.
Well, it's just, you know,
Can kind of
you
turn
gotta
it on
learn
and
not to.
off whenever you want. That was
It's kind of easy.
Yeah.
You just, you know, don't let it bottle up. Don't let the anger control you. You control it. You know.
Oh damn.
9 wisdom.
That's what 9 gets you.
Barbarian philosopher.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. I think it's been bottled up for a while, and honestly, like, since I met you, like, your sweetness has brought some emotions out that I thought I'd buried a long time ago. So, you're so sweet.
Not as sweet as you.
Bet.
You know, you're way stronger than I am. I don't know how. You've been living in this literal hellhole. Well, not literal, but you know what I mean. But like for quite a while. Like longer than I've been alive, like ×2. Yeah.
Yeah.
He holds up like 4 fingers when he says ×2.
Oh man.
You know. So you're way stronger than I am. Dealing with all this shit. You know.
Well.
But you were doing that alone. And I want to let you know you're not alone anymore. You know. We're a team. Right?
Yeah.
Alright.
High five. Yeah.
I love you, babe, you know? I'm with you to the end. Unless you tell me to go away. And then I will, I guess.
That would break all of our hearts. God damn it.
Yep, go ahead.
No, I love you too, Hal. A lot. Which is the first time she said that.
Yeah. And on that, the camera pans from the 2 of them hugging, saying that they love each other for the first time, out of the house, round to the side of a window where on a natural 20, whiskey bottle in hand, Garrick leaves out the window. As the camera pans up into the distance as dawn is breaking on Harling's Rest. We're going to end the session. We're going to end the session. Fuck you! We're going to end the session there. Emotional moment!
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He was like in the next room.
Yeah.
Didn't hear the power, fucking kill him.
Poetic natural 20 you had last time. Fucking poetic natural 20 for him to not
no!
unheard leave like, I can't deal with this right now. I am gonna go out.
Did Did he hear everything? Was he listening? Yeah.
You are in the room next to him.
Yeah.
Thin walls.
This is a small medieval house.
Did he hear the part where I kill him?
Probably.
Probably, yes.
If he was going to hear any of it, it was probably...
Oh.
Anyway, that is where we will pick up the session next time as your party will face the new dawn. Roughly on day 10 since they left Benalicia.
Yeah.
With plans for the future. We will be potentially going to go into that tonight, but I'm glad we had the RP instead. I'm glad we've gone through that because...
Told you it was going to be spicy.
Oh, yes.
First.
But yes, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for
Thank
our
you,
raiders
guys.
as well. We will pick this up next episode as planning of where the rebellion is going to go starts in earnest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So many emotions.
Notion.
If you want to
really
talk
hard.
about all that first, we've got a Discord. Link's just gone up in the chat. If you want to tag along to that and go, that was so wholesome the way he said he'd murdered that man.
It was really hard to keep doing the Halite voice and not cry.
So sweet.
Oh.
I'm keeping my lips sealed about what Garrick thinks about all this.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what he thinks.
Fuck.
But yeah, last session, that was great.
We are going to raid some people called Teaching Gamers, and they're doing some homebrew stuff.
Nice.
So it's nice and
Great.
chilled after this mess.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
the last 3
Yes.
weeks of RP that we've had, where
This
we've
mess,
been
yeah.
continuously
RP.
intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I try and throw light shit because just bat it away.
Halite brings up the dice.
No.
Have a wizard twink. No.
No.
Warlock twink. I should be clear.
Look, just because I'm waiting on the Warlock twink to turn back up doesn't mean the rest of them care.
Darkness.
Yeah, so we're gonna raid over. Hope you join us for that. We will see you tomorrow night to watch Sarah struggle.
Lose her mind.
Which is a lot of fun. So yeah, hope you guys I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.